From Bruno getting this much needed nerf to all the basic attack fighters receiving their buffs. The original server patch is live and it has brought a lot of changes that will shake up the meta as we know it. So without wasting any time, let's dive straight into it. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we will be taking a look at the brand new original server patch 1.9.44. First, let's check out the new hero. Get ready for the arrival of Lukas, the Beast of Light, a brand new fighter set to shake up the battlefield on December 21. Lucas's playstyle revolves around his resolve, which builds up over time or by the dealing damage to enemy heroes. Once his resolve bar is full, he can activate his ultimate and enter his Sacred Beast form, massively boosting his stats and unlocking devastating new abilities. We have already made a separate detailed video about him, make sure to check it out. And don't forget to mark your calendars for December 21 and prepare to unleash the beast with Lukas. Moving on to all the hero adjustments. Starting with Sun. His burst damage and crowd control have been improved to make him a stronger ganker as a jungler, while also giving him better early game sustainability in the EXP lane. However, his sustained damage has been toned down for balance. His base HP is reduced from 2580 to 2500 and his HP growth drops from 235 to 210. Attack speed growth has also been nerfed from 3% to 2%. From his passive, the physical defense reduction now applies 5% per stake, but the maximum stakes are reduced to 6. Additionally, HP recovery is adjusted to 75 plus 25% of the doppelganger's physical attack. Skill 1 has a reduced cooldown, now at 10 to 8 seconds, while Skill 2 no longer stops when hitting heroes and also has a cooldown of 10 to 8 seconds. Skill 3 sees a damage boost, with base damage increased to 250 to 320 plus 40% to 60% of total physical attack. It now applies a 20% slow effect for 1.5 seconds. Stackable up to 3 times, but the cooldown is raised to 6 seconds. Lastly, his ultimate is nerfed, reducing the doppelganger's duration from 12 seconds to 8 seconds. Now for Argus, he has been revamped to better match his identity as a powerful fallen angel. These changes boost his early game laning while enhancing his teamfight capabilities. His passive now restores 150 HP with Demonic Slash and deals 180 plus 80% of total physical attack damage. Additionally, he gains 10 malice energy per crit, doubling the previous amount. His skill 2 no longer grants 200% malice energy against cursed targets. Instead, hitting any enemy now grants 100 malice energy with excess stored for the next basic attack. Base damage has been reduced to 120 to 240. The new ultimate, Eternal Evil, transforms Argus into the fallen angel, enhancing his meteoric sword and granting massive malice energy. If he takes fatal damage during the transformation, its duration resets. Otherwise, the skill cooldown is reduced by 50% when it ends, providing more opportunities in extended fights. Let's break down the buffs for Olus next. Starting with his passive, the maximum stakes have been reduced from 4 to 3, but the attack speed per stake is increased to 15% from the previous 9 to 12%. However, Olus loses the bonus physical penetration and 10% movement speed at full stakes. For skill 2, it now slows enemies by 20% for 3 seconds when hitting them. At full fighting spirit stakes, the skill deals additional physical damage equal to 3.526% of the target's maximum HP, with a cap of 200 to 900 extra damage against creeps. The base damage is slightly reduced from 240 to 440 to 200 to 400, but its HP recovery effect now triggers on all enemy targets, including minions. Finally, his ultimate receives a solid buff. Basic attack always deal 50 extra physical damage, but this effect stakes with the bonus from full fighting spirit stakes. These changes make Olus a more reliable fighter, boosting his early game sustainability and giving him more initiative in combat. Zilong has received some buffs. Zilong's early game and mid game power has been enhanced, making him more effective in combat and resetting his skill 2 easier. However, his ultimate's attack speed boost has been slightly reduced for balance. His passive's base HP region has been increased from 30 to 50. And now when a target's HP drops below 50%, Zilong's skills and basic attacks deal an extra 30 damage. Ultimate attack speed boost has been reduced from 45% to 75% to 35% to 55%, slightly toning down his late game scaling. Badang has received some interesting adjustments. Badang adjustments focus on improving the usability of his skills, particularly his ultimate, which now has a longer duration but a higher cooldown. Skill 1 force swing time has been reduced by 25%, making it faster and smoother to use. Ultimate control duration has been increased from 0.6 seconds to 1 second, allowing for more reliable crowd control. However, the cooldown has been increased by 50 in the early game and 9 in the late game, balancing the increased effectiveness. Harith has also been buffed. Harith's skill 2 has been optimized for smoother combos. His dashing speed is now significantly faster, while the dash distance has been slightly reduced to enhance control. To maintain follow-up attacks, his basic attack range has been increased. The basic attack range is now 4.3 up from 4.1. Skill 2 dash speed increased from 9 to 12, while the dash distance is adjusted from 3.2 to 3. The enhanced basic attack range has also been extended to 4.3. Dairoth has been buffed. Dairoth's sustain and control in the mid to late game have been improved. His passive now has better HP recovery from Circle Strike is now based on 80 plus 8% of maximum HP, replacing the previous 80 plus 50% of damage dealt. As a skill 2 second phase, Fatal Strike can now target minions and summoned units, while still prioritizing heroes. CC's basic attack range has been expanded to match her skill 1, improving her ability to maintain passive stakes during cooldowns. Basic attack range has been increased by 0.8. Alucard has been buffed. Alucard's skill 1 has been slightly tweaked, the cooldown has been reduced, but there is now a small pause after using the skill to improve its feel and balance. Skill 1 cooldown reduced from 9.5 to 7.5 seconds to 8.5 to 6.5 seconds, with the 1 frame backswing added for better hit feedback. Starting with Lancelot. His damage output in the early to mid game has been boosted, making him an even stronger contender. His skill 2 damage has been increased from 170 to 245 plus 130% to 155% extra physical attack to a whooping 220 to 370 plus 130% extra physical attack. This is a solid buff for his early skirmishing potential. Moving on to carry. Her ultimate wasn't providing enough punch in the early and mid game, so it's getting a buff. Now every basic attack, while her ultimate is active, get an additional 40 damage, giving her more firepower to shred through enemies earlier in the match. Next, we have Irithel. Her ultimate has been improved to make her a bigger threat in the mid game. The basic attack damage during her ultimate now scales better, increasing from 120 plus 60% to 80% total physical attack to 120 to 200 plus 65% total physical attack. This means higher damage output once she activates her ultimate. Now for Bruno, this marksman's long range mobility has been a bit too strong, so his attack range is being slightly reduced. It's going from 5.1 to 4.8, which should bring more in line with other dashing marksmen. Next up, Fanny is seeing enough to her energy sustain. Over time, her strength and mobility have become overwhelming, so her energy region is being adjusted from 5 to 4. This will make her energy management more critical in longer fights. Finally, we have got Sicilian. He has been dominating the mid to late game after recent equipment changes. The magic power bonus on his skill 1 path damage is dropping from 80% to 70%, and the end damage is being reduced from 160% to 140%. Moving on to battlefield adjustment. Starting with Malefic gun, it's seeing enough. The attack range increases from its unique passive. Malefic energy has been reduced from 15% to 12%. and the movement speed boost duration has been shortened from 1 second to 0.5 seconds, ensuring these benefits are more significant in the mid to late game with sufficient attack speed. Next, Rose Gold Meteor receives a buff, aimed at fighter relying on basic attacks. The physical attack is reduced 60 to 40, but 20% attack speed has been added. Its magic defense has been removed, replaced by the new unique passive Dragon Scale, which increases hybrid defense by 1 for every 1% lifesteal, capped at 50. This effect is halved for non-fighter heroes, adding durability for fighters even without defensive items. Hasa's Claw is adjusted to shift its focus slightly. The lifesteal is reduced from 25% to 20%, but the physical attack is increased from 30 to 40, maintaining its viability for sustained focused builds. Finally, Demon Hunter Sword gets a buff. It now offers an additional 8% lifesteal, and its unique passive Devour has been updated to grant 2% lifesteal per basic attack, ensuring better sustain while dealing with tanky enemies. These changes aim to balance offensive and defensive options across items, enhancing synergy for marksmen and fighters alike. Several battlefield control optimizations have been reduced to refine the gameplay experience and improve skill accuracy. A 0.1 second protection delay has been added to skill cancellations, preventing accidental interruptions during casting. The targeting logic for auto attacks and auto attack filters has been optimized to perform better under poor network conditions. The activation range of the last hit attack for turrets has been slightly reduced, ensuring it only activates when heroes are within proper range, avoiding unnecessary interactions. Post-channeling calibration has been added for target location and directional skills, improving their precision after casting. The skill wheel size for large range skill has been increased based on the skill range, making targeting these abilities more accurate. Finally, the controls moving pursuit settings now applies to skills that trigger pursuit mechanics, enhancing control during dynamic engagements. These changes aim to create a smoother, more accurate and enjoyable gameplay experience for all players. Moving on to bug fixes. Resolved an issue where Fanny's skill 1 would sometimes trigger twice or fail to activate when casting skill 2 consecutively. Fixed a bug where Fanny's skill 1 behaved abnormally when she gained power of Cyclone and used skill 2. Corrected the cooldown display for Clint's ultimate, ensuring the skill description matches the actual cooldown. Fixed a mismatch in Ola's damage reduction percentage after upgrading skill 1 to ensure consistency with its description. Adjusted the description of Yi Sun-shin's passive movement speed boost to accurately reflect the actual effect. Fixed the description of Bane's ultimate slow effect, aligning it with the real in-game effect. Other adjustments that includes are as follows. Thamus's passive buff icon and description has been optimized for better clarity. A reminder to purchase Throw Forbidden now appears when you are repeatedly thrown by an allied Johead. The Monian display background has been revamped, giving heroes like Tigreal a fresh new backdrop. Let's check on the system adjustments. The new MLBB Rising Open is here, offering players the chance to showcase their skills, level up their esports player rank, and earn honorary titles along with its exciting rewards. The event is designed to highlight your strength and give you exclusive Road to Champion and Champion titles, all based on your neighborhood location, letting everyone witness your incredible talent. We have already covered a video on this, do check it out to know more. To brief you a little, the MLBB Rising Open takes place on Friday and Saturday evenings. Specific start times may vary depending on your region, so be sure to check your local schedule. If you have reached Epic rank or above, you are eligible to participate in this prestigious event. The final 8 teams in each division will complete best of 3 matches for the champion title and generous diamonds rewards. As the MLBB Rising Open takes center stage, MCL mode will be discontinued. As the season reset, we have also made a video on this. The link will be on the top right corner. But to brief you a little, Season 34 ends on 21st of December server time. with Season 35 starting immediately on 22nd of December server time. Season 35 rewards include the exclusive Season 35 seasonal skin, Minsita's Symbol of Valor, and the Season 35 Avatar border Peerless Light. Score adjustments. Scored power bonuses now cap at 100 mythic stars, and individual active points are required to claim rewards. Leadership in inactive squads will transfer after 28 days of inactivity. New system feature. Quick build adjustment. Modify your equipment order mid-match. Do not disturb mode. Limit unwanted messages to just the first from known friends. Flex rank 5v5 mode. Now a permanent mode, playable up to 10 times per week. Enhanced visuals for mythic rank icons and improved birthday settings UI for specific regions. History interface now displays the number of players in past matches. Performance improvements. Faster interface loading in weak network conditions. Vibration notifications. Customizable settings for events like matchmaking and hero selection. Report system. Rule description are now included in feedback emails, helping players understand violation criteria. Resolved an issue where two tabs could be highlighted simultaneously under certain circumstances. Fixed a bug where players' name could be recolored during matches, creating confusion and visibility. Corrected an issue in ranked matches ban and pick phase where pre-selecting a hero sometimes prevented confirmation during the selection phase. So guys, the season is about to end and this page surely gonna change the meta. Comment down your favorite hero and let the other guess your current rank. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.